So this year at ASRock Computex 2026, we're not seeing too much of new boards, or the boards at least that you didn't see on the channel. But we're seeing something completely else. We're seeing loads of new monitors, we're seeing loads of new AIOs, and there are mini PCs and loads of other stuff, which basically ASRock brought something completely different than what we're used to. So let's deep dive and check out all those AIOs. We're having Threadripper workstation AIOs as well, which is brilliant. We're getting thicker radiators, LCP fans, and loads of other cool stuff. So let's deep dive, as I already said, and check out literally everything they have on the booth. The first thing that really pulls you in is the new Taichi Aqua 360 LCD. This is not just another AIO. ASRock is clearly experimenting here, blending ideas from custom loop systems into a closed loop design. You get a thick 38mm radiator, dual pump architecture, expansion ports, and transparent water channel, and even a built-in flow indicator. On top of that sits a magnetic 3.4-inch LCD display that feels more like a control and monitoring point than just a decoration. It's the kind of product that immediately signals where ASRock is trying to go, more modular thinking, even inside traditional cooling solutions. Right next to it, the Taichi 360 Holo takes a completely different approach. Instead of focusing on a display in the usual sense, it pushes a holographic style visual effect that appears to float above the pump housing. It's more about presentation and identity, something that stands out the moment you walk past it. From there, things shift into a workstation territory with the WSXC 360D and WSTR 360D. These are built for Intel Xeon and AMD Threadripper platforms, and focus here is very clear: stability under extreme load, dual pump architecture, reinforced design, and cooling setups capable of handling very high thermal outputs. These are aimed at professional systems where uptime matters more than aesthetics. For gaming-focused setups, the Phantom Gaming 360 LCD brings in a full display experience paired with dedicated VRM cooling, while the Steel Legend 360 LCD and Steel Legend Dark 360 LCD move into a more restrained design language without losing performance focus. And then you get the broader stack, the Challenger, Pro, and Rock series, covering everything from entry-level builds to more balanced mainstream systems. Whether it's digital displays, addressable RGB lighting, or a fully minimal design like the Challenger Pure 360, ASRock is clearly trying to cover every type of build direction here. Now moving over to displays, ASRock continues building out its gaming monitor lineup, especially under the Phantom Gaming and Taichi branding. The PGO27QSA and the PGO27QSA-W bring QD OLED technology into the Phantom Gaming family, designed for high refresh competitive gaming with a strong focus on visual clarity and response time. But the real highlight is the Taichi monitor series. The TCO27USA pushes a 4K OLED experience at 240Hz, combining resolutions and speed in a way that's clearly aimed at high-end users who want both details and performance. Then you have the TCO27QXA, which pushes refresh rates even further into extreme territory, and the TCO27QX, which goes even higher, targeting ultra-high refresh competitive gaming with OLED technology. It's clear ASRock is trying to position Taichi not just as a premium branding, but as its top-tier display platform moving forward. And then you reach the power supply side of the booth. At the very top sits the Taichi Workstation PSU series, scaling all the way up to massive wattage levels designed for AI workloads, multi-GPU systems, and professional compute environments. These units support the latest standards like ATX 3.1, the PCI 5.1, and also introduce features like dual color connection for easier installation checking, cable temperature monitoring, fully modular design, and high-end component choice built for long-term stability. It's very clearly not consumer-only hardware anymore. This is aimed at systems that sit in a completely different performance category. Below that, the Phantom Gaming SFX series bring high wattage into a compact form factors, reaching up to 1000 watts while still staying in SFX size constraints. The Steel Legend Platinum and the Pro Full Modular series cover the mainstream and the enthusiast space, balancing efficiency, size, and thermal design depending on the build type, of course. And even beyond the power supply themselves, ASRock is also introducing new 12V 2x6 cable solutions focused on safer power delivery and improved thermal monitoring directly at the connector level. Shifting away from everything that we saw so far, another product that stands out is the new Tiny H810. This is ASRock stepping further into compact computing, and it's interesting because it completely changes the scale of what's being shown on the booth. Instead of high-end desktop builds, you're looking at a system designed to disappear into the environment. The Tiny H810 keeps a very small footprint while still supporting modern Intel platforms, high-capacity DDR5 memory, fast storage, and Thunderbolt connectivity. It's clearly aimed at an environment where space is limited. Office deployments, commercial setups, and flexible workstation scenarios where a full tower just doesn't make sense anymore. What makes it notable is the contrast. Right next to the massive cooling setups and high power components, this is ASRock showing that performance doesn't always have to come in a big chassis. Finally, what I want to also add is the Taichi's 10th anniversary, and apart from others, there's also my congratulatory message towards ASRock achieving 10 years anniversary with Taichi, which is just an outstanding achievement, and as I already said in that video, looking forward to the future of Taichi development. So, walking away from the booth, what stands out the most is not a single flagship product, but the spread of what ASRock is building across completely different categories, from high-end cooling solutions like the Taichi Aqua 360 LCD to experimental design like the Taichi 360 Holo, through workstation cooling as well. OLED gaming monitors, compact systems like the Tiny H810, and now serious expansion into power delivery hardware, it all points in the same direction. ASRock isn't just iterating on existing product lines anymore, it's expanding sideways into multiple layers of the PC ecosystem at once, and it will be interesting to see how each of these products develops once they move from Computex showcase into our real-world systems, and how they perform once they actually reach end users outside the exhibition floor. So guys, thank you for watching today's video about ASRock and their booth at Computex 2026. See you very soon with more content.